Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamila and I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup, I love all things skincare, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks for how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I would absolutely love if you would consider subscribing and joining the fam. I don't know why I'm out here jiggling, but anyways, we are back with another video. I actually haven't filmed in a while. This is like the day, well, 2 days after Christmas, so I'm just getting back into it. So I do want to say, you know, Merry late Christmas. I hope you guys had the best time spending time with family. My fiance and I, we hosted, so I was very busy. I was exhausted by the end of the day, but it was all worth it. It was all a good time. So I had a really nice Christmas and now I'm back. I do have the week off before New Year's, so trying to get a lot of filming done this week. No, I figured because I have a couple of videos that I want to film today, I might as well film my look getting ready. So this isn't going to be anything special. I just thought I would do a quick look using some of the products that I've had in my collection that I've never really had a chance to film with. Also, one of my, was this Black Friday? It was one of my orders from November just came in. I completely forgot about it because it took so long to reach here, but this is the Shall We makeup Liana eyeshadow palette. I saw my girl Lock Maiden use this in a live and I was like, okay, I need it because I want that red multi-chrome, and you can see it looks red here, but then once it hits the mirror it's like a different shade. So I really want to put this on my eyes, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play in this. And I'm going to pull in, it only has one matte, so it only has this light green matte. So I am going to pull in some other mattes from some other palettes. And then I have a couple other products that I've had in my collection that I've used, but I've never really had a chance to film with. So we'll pull those in as well. Okay, I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer. And we'll get started. I'm also going to take a little bit of this Merit Lip Oil and put it on my lips because everything's just dry. Just all of winter, just dry. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna start with this green shade. I guess it's a green gray, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade all over the crease. And as I'm doing that, how are you all? How was your Christmas? Did you get any good gifts? How are things going? Let me know in the comments. This matte is actually doing a real nice job. Oh, this is about to be a quick eye look. I can feel it. Now, because that is the only matte that comes in that palette, I am going to go into my Sydney Grace and Mel Thompson bundle. And I'm going to dig into this deep brown shade and use that just to deepen up the outer corner. This is like a 5-minute look. Wow. And then lastly, I'm gonna go into the red shade. It's called In Flames. I'm gonna try it with a brush first. We'll see how that goes. I'm using my rougher number 1. See how that picks up, and I'm just gonna apply that all over the lid. Okay, it seems to be picking up nicely with the brush. Yes, okay. That is beautiful. Okay. I like where this is at, but y'all know me. I want to do something a little extra. So I'm going to take the green and I'm actually going to run that over the top of the red. See how that looks. I'm going in with just a small number 3 pencil brush from Ruffle. Okay. Different. I'm not in love with how this is going, but we're just gonna keep going. Okay, I'm just gonna blend this in a little. Y'all can tell I haven't done shadow in a couple of days. I am rusty. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna blend the mattes into the shimmers just a little bit better so it's not harsh lines, and then we'll get started on the rest of the face. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the eyes like this for now. I'm just gonna add some liner and we'll get started on the rest of the face. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys out. There we go. Okay, let's get started on the face. So I'm gonna go in with this Fenty True Matte primer. I've had this for an embarrassing amount of time and I'm finally using it. Like just recently, I opened this and started using it, and it's a nice primer. It is very smooth, and I will say that it doesn't feel super drying. I don't know how mattifying it is, but it feels good. And I guess I'm okay with it not being super matte because right now it is winter time and my skin is like craving all the hydration it needs, so I'm not mad at it. And for foundation, I'm gonna go in with my Ultra Latent, whatever it's called, my Chanel foundation. This is the All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation. I have used this before, but I'm not really sure I can't remember. I've used this like twice, and it's been sitting in a drawer because I forgot I had it, so I'm pulling it out to use it again. Okay. And since we're here, let's chit chat. Honestly, I wasn't sure that I was gonna talk about this because I personally don't like, I don't want to say kicking somebody when they're down, but I personally feel like Pat McGrath gets a lot of hate, unnecessary hate, compared to other brands sometimes. But we need to talk about Stickergate, as it is now lovingly being called by many, because I think that yes, Pat does get some unnecessary hate, but sometimes the feedback and the negative feedback and the criticism that she gets is warranted, and I think this is one of the times that it is warranted. And quite frankly, you all know how I feel about protecting brands. I have no loyalty, no allegiance to nobody, so when a brand does something that I think is wrong and I feel compelled to speak on it, I just want to speak on it. I just want to have an honest, open conversation. No, keep it respectful, like just generally in the comments, because I do want to hear from you guys, but I don't want this to turn into a let's just talk shit and be rude and disrespectful fest. But anyways, let's dive in. So Pat McGrath has been confusing me for several months now as a brand because she has been on sale since the summertime. Now, when I started shopping Pat, I understood there to be these 4 kind of big seasonal sales in addition to like Black Friday. I know that she did a summer sale, a winter sale, a fall sale, a spring sale. And I found that, okay, that makes sense. 4 big sales for the year. It would be like 25 or 20 to 30% off. Great. Awesome. Makes sense, right? Why does this look like Janelle? Okay, we'll fix this. Don't worry about this face. It's doing a little bit. But yes, so she would do these 4 sales. And then I felt like at 2020, 2021, well, maybe 2021, it turned into there would be a start of summer sale and end of summer sale. Start of spring sale, end of spring sale. So these sales kind of doubled. And I was like, okay, weird, but you know, I'm not gonna be in, you know, I'm not gonna look at gift horse anymore, because if I could get a discount, I will take that discount gladly. And this year, 2022 specifically, I don't understand how Pat has been on sale for like 4 months straight. It's like as soon as one sale wraps up, another sale begins. And these sales don't last like the typical, it'll be on sale for like a week, 4 days. No, it's like a month-long sale. Like her Black Friday sale started, the beginning of November, or like the second week of November, and ran all through Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So like I was very confused. I was very, very confused as to why Pat McGrath has been on sale for so long. And then the Star Wars collection. Now, I have no interest in Star Wars as a franchise. I've never watched it. I don't care to watch it. Not interested. Don't care. So when I saw that it was another collab with Star Wars, I didn't really care that it was Star Wars, but I was like, okay, Pat McGrath is releasing something else. Now, I know that when the first Star Wars collection came out, it was like a big deal because she did that gold luxe packaging for her mothership. And, you know, everyone was super excited by it because at the end of the day, when you take away the franchise of Star Wars from Pat McGrath, chances are you're going to get really, really good products anyways, right? You're going to get stellar products. So I could care less that it was Star Wars, but I wanted to see what the products were going to look like. Now, I had intended to do a video kind of reacting to the collection, but, you know, time got away from me, things got busy, so here we are now. So in the collection, she re-released Mothership, is it 6? Midnight Sun, whatever that one is. She released Midnight Sun Mothership in this limited edition Star Wars packaging. She gave us a couple more quints, those are new, as you know. And then these single eyeshadow pots, also new to her line. And she repackaged her mascara and I believe some lipsticks, the liquid lipsticks. Gonna use my LYS concealer per usual. Now, when I saw this release, my initial thought was, okay, I want those quints, but am I going to get them at launch or am I gonna wait until they go on sale? And I opted to skip the launch because Pat McGrath has gone on sale so consistently. Even her collab products have gone on sale, like the Bridgerton collab that has even ended up in TJ Maxx, as you guys have been seeing. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. I don't believe in paying full price, specifically for Pat McGrath products, because they always go on sale and they're super duper discounted. It's not just like a little baby sale here or there. It's usually a pretty significant discount. So because I don't do this for work, it's not like I can just buy her product and, you know, create content with it and then, oh, this is a tax write-off. This isn't my job. I don't, like, you know, get the luxury of this being a business expense at this point. So I was like, okay, while those quints look cute, I don't think I'm gonna pick it up. And then when I saw that the Mothership that was going to be released was the Midnight Sun, I was even more confused. Now, if you've been following Pat McGrath for a while, you know that Mothership 6, I think it's 6, Midnight Sun is the Mothership that is consistently on sale. Consistently on sale. I don't know why it has not sold well. And you know what? I do think I know why. When Mothership 6, I don't know why I keep calling Mothership 6. I think it is Mothership 6. When Midnight Sun first released, it did not get great reviews from creators. I know a lot of creators, because I watched a lot of their content, did not like Mothership 6. They did not think that the shimmers were special enough. They just weren't feeling it. And coming off of the heels of Bronze Seduction, they were like very disappointed. And I think that is what really hit that palette, because a lot of people did not like it. I think now people are going to coming around and realizing, wait, you know, that Mothership actually slaps, and there's a greater appreciation for the Midnight Sun palette, but that wasn't what it was back in the day, okay? So when I saw that it was Midnight Sun, I was very confused, because Midnight Sun is the palette that has consistently been on sale, going as low as $60-something by Pat herself. Even right now, you can buy the original Midnight Sun at 40% off. So why release a Mothership that has been on sale so often and for so long that at this point, if you wanted Midnight Sun, you have Midnight Sun? And I think most of us aren't purchasing a second Midnight Sun just for special packaging. And I think the thing too that I thought was disappointing about this one is that the packaging wasn't that special. When you look at the original Star Wars collab, literally the entire component was this gold lacquer. So, you know, new, different, fresh. Even Divine Rose 2 and Divine Rose 1, when that was released, she gave us the pink, like the matte pink, and then the shiny metallic pink packaging. Again, the entire component was that. And then when I saw this one, it was, okay, the top of the case is this fancy packaging. Now, in my mind, I was like, is that a sticker? I really thought it was a sticker to begin with. I was like, why would you do that? And it was an ugly sticker at that. I know some people like it. I know some people think that it is a very beautiful artistic design. I thought it was ugly. I was like, it's a little too busy for my eye. And as someone who has no emotions towards Star Wars, I didn't get that. I just thought it was busy and it was ugly. So I was like, okay, well, great. And I remember I was messaging someone on Instagram and I was like, well, at least she saved me money because I have zero interest in purchasing a backup of Midnight Sun and a backup in that ugly packaging. Now, had the entire packaging had that design, maybe I would have thought that it was a little bit more cohesive. But the fact that it was just the top and then the rest was the black, it felt very mismatched to me. It felt like wearing two different sides of socks, where it's like, okay, this has that gold intricate design, everything is like super busy, and then you have black that's just kind of like on the bottom and attached to it just felt very, it wasn't cohesive. So my mind was like, okay, I don't want that packaging. And I've said before that if there was a if I were to pick up a backup, it would be Midnight Sun, but not Midnight Sun in that packaging, and not for that price, because if I know I can get it for 40% off for the original packaging, then what's the point, you know? Okay, now for my face, I'm gonna be going into my Hourglass palettes. I've had these for some time. I've been using them, I just haven't had a chance to film with them. So I'm gonna take this shade here and use that as to set my under eyes. Ooh, that is pretty. I know I said I've used this palette before, but I've only used the blushes in this one. I have not used these powders, and this is, oh, this is stunning. And then I'm gonna go into my Too Faced Born This Way powder foundation to set my entire face. Now this is really, really pigmented, so I try to lightly buff it into this face, because this is a foundation. It is not just like a powder to set your face. So, and it is a little bit deeper, so I think it's going to fix parts of this foundation that are a little too light for me. This rougher brush has been shedding like crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go into my Trixie bronzer to bronze my face, which you guys have seen. This isn't new. So like I said, when I saw the palette and the packaging, I knew that it wasn't something that I wanted. So I wasn't, you know, super worried or bothered by it at all. I was just like, okay, it's not for me. It's totally fine. And then people started getting their packages. People started getting their packages, and Monica, who is a creator on Instagram, posted a reel that showed her peeling off the sticker from the mothership to reveal that it literally is the black lacquered package mothership with a puffy sticker on top of it. And when you look at that reel, you can't help but feel this sort of visceral like reaction of like, really, Patricia? Really? Pat, Mama Pat, Auntie Pat, what was you thinking? And when you read her caption further, you realize that it isn't just the fact that this is a sticker, right? It's just how poorly constructed and put together this was. Because Monica says that when she got her package, the reason why she realized that, okay, this is a sticker, is because it was crooked. And you guys know how I feel about the crooked sticker, because when I had my Mothership Mega, the first one that came out, that sticker on that package was crooked. Still is crooked till this day, and that bothers me. Because at the end of the day, Pat McGrath is a luxury brand. We're not paying drugstore prices, and some of these drugstore packaging has improved. So the fact that we are paying a specific price tier for these products means that we should expect a certain level of quality, not only in the shadows, which are included in the component, but in the packaging as well. And I think that to be able to just take your fingernail and rip it off, that was unacceptable, completely unacceptable, because it literally took her a minute or so to take off that sticker. And I don't blame her for like wanting to investigate further, because if I get crooked packaging, I would be like, okay, that's weird. Because frankly, if it was the actual component, it shouldn't be crooked, right? Because it's the component itself. But if you put a sticker on top of it, which probably some human sat and, you know, stuck all of these stickers onto these, you're gonna get some that's crooked. That's just kind of what it's gonna be. And to be in the middle of a 40% off sale where you're selling the same product for significantly cheaper, and then selling this one with a sticker on top of it for full price, make it make sense, because that's not making sense to me. Because what you're trying to say is that the sticker that you put on top of that package is worth $50 or more. There's no way. There's no way. And I think there was another point that Monica brought up that I guess pissed me off a little bit more than the sticker piece of it, is the fact that chances are those motherships that people are receiving aren't new motherships. I don't know what the manufacturing date is, so this is a hypothesis, okay? I'm not saying that they're old at all. I'm just saying that if they took these stickers and put it onto these components, are they old motherships that were just sitting around that didn't sell, that they wanted to do something with? Because why would you produce all of these new motherships and then just put a sticker on top of it? So I would encourage folks to, if you did purchase it, see if you could look at the manufacturing date. See if you could figure out when your mothership was produced, because I am very curious, because I think that's another slap in the face to put stickers on old motherships. Now, again, I'm not saying that that's what she did, but we know the manufacturing date. There's a little code on these products that tell you when, that you can look up, and it will tell you when that product was created. So I just encourage folks to look it up, because I don't know. So it ain't right. It ain't right. And Patricia knows it ain't right. And I'm saying Patricia as the person, but I mean Patricia as the brand. I think the other thing too we have to remember is that while this brand is Pat McGrath Labs, she is not the sole person running this. I am sure that there is a team of people. I'm sure there's a group of people who sat around the table and thought that this was a great idea. Maybe Pat was there, maybe she wasn't. I don't know. But as a company, Pat McGrath Labs, they have fully messed up on this one. Okay, for blush, I'm going to go in with the orange shade in the Tiger palette, and I'm going to use that as my blush. Now, since posting her reel, I know Monica has gotten 40, almost 50,000 views. And I don't think, at least I have not seen Pat McGrath, the brand, come out to address the sticker, address Stickergate. And I think that that's unfortunate, because I do think that they owe a lot of their customers an explanation. I think they owe their customers a refund as well, if we're being honest. But I don't know. I honestly don't think that they're going to respond. I think that they are going to try to let this brush over, say nothing, hope people don't complain, and just let this go. But what I will say is that if you purchase this and you are unsatisfied, you can return it. I would say go ahead and return it. Buy the original one. You could print out a sticker at your local Staples or whatever those centers are and stick it on for yourself. And you could probably choose a better design too if you wanted to, because you don't have to pick that design. I just don't think that it makes a lot of sense to pay that amount of money for that product, in my opinion. Now, what I think the brand could have done is created a sticker pack. Like, create a pack of stickers based on the Star Wars theme that could be attached to any mothership somebody wants. So you could attach it to Midnight Sun, you could attach it to the other one, and, you know, create a pack of, say, 10 and sell it for $50, and there you go. That's the $50 profit right there. Like, there was no need to do this, because I feel like it felt like so deceitful to a lot of people, and they have created this situation now where I feel like people have lost faith in the brand. Because what I think they don't realize is that it isn't just the fact that there was a sticker put on top of this. I think people have been looking at Pat McGrath for several months now and been wondering, like, what the hell is going on? And, you know, myself included, because first we have all of these sales that are continuously happening, just back to back to back to back. Pat's products are not selling out the way that they used to. I think the last time she had a release that completely sold out was Divine Rose 2 when they did it in the pink packaging. So her releases aren't selling out the way that they used to. And her releases are also showing up in these discount stores like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And I'm not saying that there's anything bad with being in TJ Maxx and Marshalls, because if you have been to a TJ Maxx or Marshalls, you know that they do sell luxury items. They do have stores that have the runway section where you can find Gucci, you can find Balenciaga and all these other luxury brands. So it's not to say that TJ Maxx doesn't sell luxury or that it's bad to end up there. But it does raise a couple of eyebrows when you see the products end up there, because even though TJ Maxx does sell luxury items, they sell them at a pretty significantly discounted price. So the $60 blush that Pat was selling is now $20 at TJ Maxx. So it does get very confusing, and I think once you created this expectation that things will be on sale and they are always on sale, you have now deterred people from ever wanting to pay full price for products. Like, the only people who are out here paying full price are creators, people who do this for their job, because like I said, this is a business expense. You get to write it off because this is a part of what you do for a living. So you are willing to pay full price because you're going to make that money back in the content that you're creating. But regular consumers like myself, I'm not paying full price for Pat. For what? For it to go on sale a month later? Absolutely not. There's literally no reason to pay full price, even on her limited edition products, because even those end up going on sale eventually or ending up in these discount stores. Okay, and I'm gonna go back into the elephant palette and using that strobe light as my highlight. Also gonna use that same shade to highlight my brow bone. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Just making a mess. Plus, I broke one of my Sydney Gray shades. A little fun. Okay. So before I go and add mascara and finish up this look, what I will say is that I don't think that this is a good look for the brand, but I also don't think that we are seeing the full-blown downfall of Pat McGrath. I think that they need to revisit, realign, and figure out what they're going to do. And I think the first thing that they need to decide is, are they going to be a luxury brand that sells eyeshadow palettes for $129? Or are they going to drop their prices and just sell them at the sale price? Because at this point, if you have had these products on sale for 3-4 months now, which is a quarter of the year or whatever it is, you might as well lower your prices permanently, right? Like, what is the point in keeping your prices high if you are continuously going to have these products on sale? What is the point? Because people are no longer going to purchase them at full price because they know there's going to be a sale around the corner, and these sales are going to last a very long time. And I think the way in which Pat is doing her sales is also beginning to rub some people the wrong way, because before she did this 40% off sale, she did a 35% off sale. Now imagine you buying a product for 35% off today, and then tomorrow it goes on sale for 40% off. You see, that kind of sale doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, because it's like, why didn't you just do 40% off to begin with? Now, had it been that it was 35% off in August and now it's 40% off in December, there's enough time between that for it to make sense. But the fact is that there is no end to Pat's sales. There is no, okay, it's on sale for 1 week and then we have a month and a half without a sale and then we get another sale. No. Her winter sale started and it was 35% off. The day that sale ended, and the next day her end of year sale started and it was 40% off. That doesn't make any sense, and it's going to make people feel some kind of way when they get a lower discount than what they could have gotten had they waited a day. So I think that as a brand, Pat McGrath needs to reevaluate, like, are we just gonna, does it make sense for us to just lower our prices, or are we gonna continuously be doing sales and then it's gonna be like we lowered our prices to begin with? Because I don't think it's sustainable to continue to do this. Personally, I think that they should refund people who purchased the mothership for those stickers, because one, if people are getting crooked stickers, I feel like that is not manufacturing flaw, but it is a flaw in the product that you paid a luxury price for, and you shouldn't be receiving products that have flaws in them. So I think that they should just get a refund for that extra $50 sticker, because I don't think that was fair. Now the other products in the line, as far as I know, they come in that sort of new packaging, so it is like those cardboard products, so I think that is completely fine. It really is the mothership that I think that Pat needs to think about. Okay, let me go finish up my face by adding some mascara, take my hair down, and then I'll come back and wrap up this video, give you guys my thoughts on these products that I've been using for a while but haven't filmed with, and we'll end off this video. Okay guys, I'm back and this is the final look. Hair is out. It's still a little damp, so it will poof up a little bit more, but okay. I am feeling how this is going. Last two things that I want to say is that on my lips, I'm wearing my cork liner from MAC, but I'm also wearing this liquid lipstick from Luna Beauty, as well as this Smashbox lip gloss. So they're both kind of orange, so I top the gloss on top of the liquid lipstick. I don't really like matte lips, and there are very few lip formulas that I find comfortable, so I'm always like, I go through glosses like water, y'all. So yeah, actually, let me bring y'all in a little bit closer so you can see the eyes. Okay, so let's talk about these products. I'm gonna give you all my quick kind of recap of them. So the Shall We eyeshadow palette, I think that this is an absolutely beautiful palette. I did go in with this shade as my inner corner highlight to finish everything up, and I think that this is really nice. I really like the matte. Granted, it was just one matte eyeshadow, so take that for what it is, but I really enjoyed the matte. The shimmers slash multi-chromes, they're not the strongest, I will say that, but they are pretty and they are really soft. A lot of times multi-chromes will have a more wet formula. This one I'm seeing is really powdery, but what it means is that it sinks into the eyes, and as it settles, it looks better and better. So I'm really liking how that this is sinking in and everything is kind of starting to settle. So not mad at this at all. I mean, it is one of those that you have to reach into another palette to get another matte shade to round things off, but I'm not mad at that. I think it's really cute. The Chanel foundation, she's nice. I think that this shade is a hair too light for me, so this is gonna be one that I actually have to use this winter time, because this is as light as I'm gonna get. So I need to make sure that I'm using it so I can use it up. And the good thing about, like, you know, foundations is that honestly, if you have like a slightly deeper, richer powder, you can make the foundation shade work, because I think that now that I've added everything together, it works. It's completely fine. So I really like how this, I really like the formulation of this. So the shade match, not so much, but the formulation nice. It's very lightweight. I do see myself already starting to get a little bit glowy in my T-zone, but that's normal. And this is supposed to keep me matte, but this Fenty thing isn't really doing much. And I will say, when I put it on, it didn't feel like it would be very mattifying, but I have been having really dry skin these last couple days because it's just been so cold and dry that my skin just may be overproducing oils, because my skin has felt really tight and dry these last couple days. So it just might be that. But overall, love the way of this. This is definitely more light medium coverage. So if that is the finish that you are going for, you might really like that as well. The Hourglass palettes. These are really nice. I do think that the formula that Hourglass has is absolutely superb. Really enjoyed using this as an under eye brightening powder. I feel like, you know, I can use both of these for different reasons. Like, you don't need both, but I wanted both because I think that there are different things that I like about this. Like, I really like that this has the pink blushes. This has that really beautiful orange blush. Some of these shades, I think I fall kind of in between both palettes, which is not uncommon for me. I'm not super deep, but I'm also not medium enough. So I'm like medium deep. So a lot of times the deep palette is too deep for me and the medium one is too light. So I fall in between both of them. So I really enjoy both of these too, and I've been using them for some time now. And I think that's it. I think that's all of the products except, you know, the lips. I think the lips are lips. I'm not gonna dive too deep into it. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about, you know, Pat McGrath and Stickergate and where they should go from here. Very curious. Again, keep it respectful. Love you all so very much. Happy New Year. Merry late Christmas. Happy holidays. And I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye.